Happy Saturday, everybody. Got a quick and fun video here for you, giving you all of the must starts at each position, the latest news and notes, and you want to stay till the end. I'm going to give you guys all the optimal defense to start if you're looking at stream of defense, making sure you secure week 10. If you're new to the channel, guys, smash it, tap it, slap it. I'm excited to dive in. It's going to be a straight to the point video. Now go back and check. I just did a video on the must starts, full breakdown a couple days ago. You go back and check that out, so you guys are up to speed, but this is kind of more of an updated version of that, condensed, so you guys are also up to speed with some news here that are going to be a big play for this week, all right? So hit the thumbs up and drop your starts and sits questions below for week 10. I'll try to get to as many as I can. Again, if you're new to the channel, guys, I'm super excited. It's week 10, and I'm also breaking news here on my reels, so turn on that bell as well. I'll keep you guys up to date on everything for fantasy football, all right? So let's dive into it. The must starts at each position. Before we do, let's talk about the latest news and notes here. A couple of things you want to note. Keon Coleman, my guy, very unfortunate, all right? He's out with a wrist. Very unfortunate. So it's definitely a Khalil Shakir type week. He's definitely going to eat. So Coleman is out. Olave's on IR. Now, a lot of people are ripping Derek Carr for this. Now, one guy DM'd me. He's like, I'm kind of glad Olave's on IR. He deserves it. I'm like, why does he deserve it? He's like, well, everybody's ripping into Derek Carr, and this guy hasn't, I'm like, well, Olave hasn't said anything. He's like, well, that's exactly it. He hasn't come to the aid of his quarterback. He hasn't said, my quarterback, it wasn't his fault, this and that. So it's kind of like, is he blaming Carr for, those throws and, and the concussion? I don't think so, man. I don't think that Derek Carr, intentionally meant to do this. And I don't even know if Olave's pissed off about it, but maybe he should come out and say, my quarterback is a good guy. He didn't mean to hurt me. Very interesting, but he's on IR, could be out for a long time, okay? Dak Prescott could be out for the entire season, especially if he requires surgery on his leg, his hamstring. He's definitely going on IR. Highest paid player. I always thought he was kind of overrated. He shouldn't have got paid that much, but he's going to be out. Definitely on IR, possibly even 6 to 8 weeks, possibly the season. He's pretty much done. Very unfortunate. What a waste of money in regards to Dak Prescott, okay? Jordan Mason is off injury. He's going to be good to go. His shoulder was bothering him. Now, this is going to be interesting to see with CMC going back. He's good to go. Is it going to be a full CMC show? Are they going to ease him in? Is it going to be a committee? Is it going to be more Mason? It's going to be very interesting to monitor. Now, some people are saying, well, I'm so happy CMC's back. He's going to save my team. You're probably 7-2, man. I don't think you're doing that well. So I don't care how CMC does from now to the end of the season. He's a bust on the season because he didn't help you at all, okay? Because the first 9 weeks are crucial, right? If you're 2-7 or whatever your record is, you only have 3 wins because of CMC, then, he's a big-time bust, okay? But he should be back. Jordan Mason should be back, should be good. Tyreek Hill as well. His wrist is bothering him. Could be a game-time decision. He's questionable. Again, the coach just came out and said if he's good to go, he's going to play. But Tyreek Hill has been a major bust this past year. Very unfortunate for Tyreek Hill owners. I am not a Tyreek Hill owner, okay? Brian Thomas Jr., also, his ribs are bothering him. He may be good to go as well, but Mac Jones is going to be starting most likely with Trevor Lawrence being out, okay? And CeeDee Lamb, his shoulder was bothering him. He's good to go. That's the latest news and notes. Now, I'm going to rapid fire here all of the optimal starts at each position. Now, you're saying, well, Joe, matchups only play a factor of it, not the whole thing. And that's true. It's just a small part of it. But I'll give you a quick context here. Jamar Chase had the easiest matchup versus position this year. Now, I know you're saying, well, it's Jamar Chase. He's great. He is. But a matchup makes a difference. He had the easiest matchup. He ended up scoring 3 touchdowns and went for 264 yards. Easiest matchup versus position this week. That was Thursday, okay? So matchups do make a difference. Now, if I don't mention a player here, he's got a mid-range to a tougher matchup, so adjust accordingly. If you're torn between 2 players and you're like this guy or that guy, maybe lean towards some of these guys that have the easier matchups, okay? This is really going to help you guys with your starts and sits, all right? So let's get to it here. Quarterbacks, the optimal matchups. Sam Darnold versus Jacksonville. Brock versus Tampa Bay, Brock Purdy. Daniel Jones versus Carolina, very easy matchup. Jalen Hurts, Jared Goff, Josh Allen, and Aaron Rodgers are all quarterbacks with optimal matchups. So going back to what I just said, if you are torn and I got, hey, let's say you got, Jalen Hurts, right? And you got another quarterback who's got a tougher matchup, right, that I didn't mention, or a mid-range matchup, let's say Justin Herbert, okay, maybe I might lean towards Jalen Hurts to start. I like both, Hurts is, for example, Herbert's been doing well, but I just like this matchup with Hurts. It's a bit better, okay? So it's going to help you. Let's go to the running backs, the guys that are must-start optimal matchups here. Tyrone Tracy versus Carolina. Saquon Barkley coming off a hot week. I got him all my lineups. Love to see how he runs over Dallas this week. It's going to be exciting. DeAndre Swift, Jonathan Taylor, Kyron Williams, Aaron Jones, my guy Jan, Breece Hall, Christian McCaffrey, or Mason. It's going to be interesting how that goes versus Tampa Bay. J.K. Dobbins and Ramondre Stevenson. Stevenson's had a good couple of weeks, the past couple of weeks. All optimal starts, okay? Now, it's running back. It's so slim and trim. Start your most consistent running back and your workhorse, okay? Wide receivers, optimal. We talked about Ja'Marr Chase earlier. He crushed it, right, based on matchup. Brian Thomas Jr., he's got an easy matchup, but Mac Jones throwing the ball, not that exciting. If you got a better option, do it. But if Brian Thomas Jr. plays, he's still going to be the one. And you never know. Sometimes these quarterbacks come off injury or just off the bench or whatever it is, or injury to their starter, and they come out and tear it up. But Brian Thomas Jr., good matchup. Justin Jefferson, he's obviously a must start without, regardless of the matchup, but he's got a good favorable one. Amon-Ra St. Brown, Tank Dell, great matchup. Now, Nico Collins has been activated off the IR. He did not practice this week. If you're interested, you have 21 days to activate him. It sounds like he's going to be good to go in week 11. He probably won't be playing this week. So Tank Dell, fire him up. Great matchup, but monitor the Nico Collins situation if you got him. Tyreek Hill, his wrist, again, kind of a game time thing. Jennings from the 49ers, good matchup. Khalil Shakir, fire him up. A.J. Brown and Wilson and Adams have a great matchup this week. The Jets do at the wide receiver position. Again, if you're new to the channel, smash, tap it, drop your start assist questions. Let's rip through some tight ends, and I'll give you the optimal defenses. Now, if you do have a tight end that's been performing, you start him regardless. Now, Sam Laporta should see a dip down. He's got a tougher matchup, for example, because Jameson Williams come back. So you got to look at the scenarios and situations. Okay, now, Laporta didn't have a good week last week, regardless of Jameson there. And he's been kind of cold the entire season. So if you got a better tight end, start him. A couple of favorable tight ends here. Theo Johnson, George Kittle, Dalton Kincaid, TJ Hawkinson, and Mike Gesicki. All great matchups. Gesicki's been doing pretty solid. Now, the defense is to stream. Okay, again, drop your questions below if you need any, and hit the thumbs up. The Chargers, the Panthers, Chicago versus New England. All great matchups here, guys. Chicago versus New England, great matchup. Atlanta versus New Orleans. Rams, Eagles, Vikings, and Giants, all great matchups versus positions and great to stream. Again, Giants versus Carolina, Carolina versus Giants, all great matchups, all right? Hope you guys have an outstanding Saturday. I want to do a short video here today to get these must-starts to you in a bite-sized information so you guys are ready. Smash it, tap it, slap it, and have yourself an outstanding weekend. Those are the must-starts for NFL Week 10. I appreciate it. Hit the thumbs up. Turn on that bell. Hope you have a good Saturday. I'm going to spend time with my family right now. I'm out. Quick video here. Lots of fun. Talk soon.